Yo, what's up, guys? It's Cyril, and today I'm going to be breaking down the first episode of Loki. We finally got Marvel's third TV show on Disney Plus. Loki's up now. We got WandaVision, then we got Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I love that one personally. That one's been my favorite so far. Today we're going to get into Loki episode 1, what to expect going into episode 2, and then just go over everything that happened. We got a nice 51-minute episode. So not a ton to unpack. It was pretty linear, but some things to talk about. So thank you guys for watching. Let us get into it. So if you're a big Loki fan like me, then you were hoping that he would be making a return to the main timeline. But as we see when you watch the episode, unfortunately, that probably, and when I say probably, it most certainly isn't going to happen. But finally, we did get answers to a lot of the questions us Marvel and Loki fans have been waiting to see. We see it opens up with the Tesseract scene that is from the first Avengers movie, where Loki comes and tries to take over and has a couple of Thanos' ships and such come in with him. The Avengers stop him, and then we see an Endgame, Tony Stark, Captain America, also Ant-Man coming back in this scene. We see them try to take the Tesseract to help them collect the Infinity Stones to stop Thanos. But in this moment in Endgame, we see Loki pick up the Tesseract when Hulk smashes the door open, and he's, got a mischief, very opportunistic. He picks it up, he disappears, but we never saw what happened. We never heard. We finally get an explanation in this episode as to what happened, where he goes. He actually ends up in the Mongolian desert, and which I thought was weird that he ends up here. Maybe just took him to the first place, out of sight, out of mind, or somewhere. Maybe it's directly across the world. But anyway, immediately we see a weird, clear kind of portal door open. We see the Time Variance Authority send some guards in to quickly pick up this, what we learn to be variants, which are people who deviate off of what the main flow of time should be, that's overseen by these three people who I'm assuming are three godlike space beings that we'll learn more about as the series goes on. So anyway, they bring in Loki. They put some, as you see, some device around his neck. Very effective at controlling the time. Whoever's wearing it, they can send you forward, backward, wherever you were, using a little device. So anyway, they apprehend Loki. They bring him in. We're all confused. Where is he? What's going on? He goes through all these different processes of filling out paperwork for stuff he said. Is he a robot? Is he not a robot? And then you're like, wait a minute. We're all thinking, is there a possibility Loki's a robot? No, he wasn't a robot. But if he would have been, the machine would have killed him. So anyway, we go forward. He gets a court date. And then we get introduced to Mobius, who is basically an expert on researching and helping tracking down very dangerous variants. And Loki seems kind of personally hurt that he isn't that dangerous of a variant and is referred to as a pussycat in terms of being dangerous or not, which was pretty funny because we know Loki to be pretty dangerous in the timeline that he was in, but big picture, not that dangerous. So then we get introduced to Mobius. Like I said, we get to know about him, what he wants from Loki. He's trying to use Loki to track down who we then find out at the end is actually other Lokis, or at least one very bad Loki, who we don't actually get to see, but we do see an image of a hooded person surrounded by flames at the end of the episode. We also learn that powers, Infinity Stones, nothing works in wherever this limbo state of these time agents are. We don't really learn a specific location yet. Maybe we will in this TV show or another movie if it's referenced. But we also learn that the three beings who oversee time, they wanted the Avengers to kind of mess with time. They allowed that to happen. We're not sure why they dictate the way they dictate. Maybe I'm assuming we'll learn more about that also. We learn about the different devices they use. They have a little charge plant that kind of resets a streamline of time they don't want to happen. We don't get to see if it kills the people or what exactly it does to that timeline to erase it, if it rewinds it, if it just wipes out the people who were there. We're not really sure. We haven't seen the charge work. They always put it down and leave. So what we learned is our Loki, not so bad, but we do get some sad scenes of him learning what happens to him in the main timeline, that he is now left. Thanos kills him, and that's where his story ends there. He's just a prop to help Thor and all the other characters reach their best selves, and now his purpose is stopping other Lokis. It'll be interesting if he tries to escape, if he tries to get a message to the main timeline, maybe his brother Thor. That's what I'm personally hoping. I know it's probably a stretch, but I really enjoyed episode 1. Episode 2, I expect to learn more about the three beings. The hooded kind of Loki figure, is he, is his face kind of messed up? Is that why he's in that kind of caped hood? And I really expect to see, or just basically hear, more answers as to where they are, what's going on, and why are they in like the late 1500s, early 1600s. It's a very unique time to be in. They don't really say like what's going on, like why that time. If the variants can travel anywhere they want, like why are they in that specific time? I don't know if something important goes on there. I'm sure we'll learn more about why that time as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next Wednesday for episode 2 on Loki.